I'm surprised it even was news yesterday. David Culley, coach of the Texans, said Tyrod Taylor is going to start this weekend for the Texans. Well, who else was it going to be?
No crap.
Yeah, it wasn't going to, like, all of a sudden, hey, you know what? Deshaun Watson's playing Sunday. He hasn't even practiced more than a handful of times. There's been no mention, no discussion, no whisper of him all of a sudden starting. Of course it's Tyrod Taylor. It's amazing to me. And what it tells me, when something like that makes news, that tells me there's a lot of people who get paid to follow this sport who really aren't following this sport the way they should.
I'm with you. I was like, wait, this is news? Actually, I was more like, what, they didn't already do this? Hasn't been named or talked about? Like, I even went over Deshaun Watson. I was like, obviously it's not Deshaun Watson. Were they trying to sell me that it might be Davis Mills? Is that what they were trying to sell me on? Like, oh, that last preseason game where he threw 3 interceptions against the Bucs. We were thinking about it. We're going to do that. Like, what? I don't understand that either. I don't. Obviously, it's Tyrod Taylor. What took so long to even make that comment? It's, a little weird. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not expecting a whole lot from the Houston Texans. We'll see where this goes. We will. It's still like one of the best drama series in the NFL history here with this Deshaun Watson case. But, yeah, obviously Tyrod Taylor's a starter.
That's the other side of this coin, too. People have settled into this presumption that because he wasn't traded before last Tuesday when the rosters dropped to 53, he's just not going to be traded. No. It's still there. And, Chris, the thing we talked about, I've kind of poked around a little on that.
Yeah.
This idea, not that he's planning to do it, but there's some people who are kind of in the fringes of being in the know as to how the dynamics are operating between player and team. If Watson would do what we suggested last week and just show up and say, hey, put me in, coach, I'm ready to play, that really could put some pressure, some real pressure on the Texans to make it happen because they don't want to play him. They don't want to get him injured and undermine that collection of draft picks they hope to get either now or later. And they have moved on from him as much as he has moved on from them. If all of a sudden he flips it around and says, I want to play for you, that is going to throw a huge wrench into the plans that the Texans have.
Yes, 100%. It just, the way it looks like right now is that, that not one, of course, they don't want him to start, but two, it just looks like he doesn't want to start. How invested has he been in trying to learn, the new offense and the nuances and things like that? I don't think he's mentally in a place to where he's even at all invested into this football team.
Get me ready. I'm here.
He
you know
could
what?
do
I
it.
want to play.
He could do
it's
it.
It's football season.
But
football players play
football. I wonder
football.
if he's shown that. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if he's shown that urgency to where they actually are a little scared to go, wait, Deshaun's really on all the details of the offense here. And he's starting to chomp at the bit and really wants to play. He's got to send those signals too at some point, and it goes both ways. You're right. It's a move he can make to put pressure on the situation. It just doesn't seem like he's willing to do that yet at this point.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.